Hey, so you've written a book, maybe it was a book in the past, maybe it's a book that's selling now, maybe not many people are buying it, or maybe not many people are going through it, but you've got all of this content and you don't really know what to do with it. You know, you are very good at what you do. You can really help people with the knowledge that you have in here based on the experience that you've worked through in your life, and also the challenges that you've faced that others will be facing that you know you could help them to get results with. So, how can we repurpose what we've already done to make money in 2024 in a way that not only builds momentum for our brand, but helps us to stand out amongst a sea of other authors out there who are writing about the same topic as us? That's the topic I'm going to cover today. It's a challenging one, but it's one that I know there's a lot of value in, and I'm going to show you exactly what I would do in that position and how you can make money from the book or books that you've already written in 2024 and really breathe new life into that content and help yourself to get catapulted and start getting involved in the new way that everything is kind of working on the internet and the new interconnected dynamic that we have above in this cloud environment. So I want to show you today how you can do that. So let's get into it. What would I do? Well, first of all, do you have a brand? Not just a brand, but do you have a brand that stands out from other authors that are out there right now? Do you have a brand that's built for this new internet world? If you don't have a brand, the first place to start is from building a brand. And the best way to start, I believe, is by starting with a simple framework. And I've talked about this in another one of my videos. I'll link it down below. The story brand framework is a great place to start. If you're an author, you haven't gone through this framework before, go through this framework. What it does is it will take you through a process of getting familiar with who your audience is and how you can position yourself as the right type of guide for them. So you can stand out in a way that they're going to perceive you in that position of someone that could help them. Because at the end of the day, your writing is pointless if no one's going to read it. Your writing and who you are will not matter if people don't want to consume your content. And it starts, first of all, with your audience, who they are, and the problem that they're experiencing. That's the very beginning of this whole thing. It always starts with the audience. And in order to find that audience these days, you have to go on social media. You have to be on there. And you not only just have to be on there, but you have to have a message. And you've got to look like someone that has a message for that audience, because that's the best way that you're going to get people to respond and read your content, is going to be that you're filling that position. So the story brand framework is really good. It's a 7-step process. I'm not going to go into it in depth, but basically you have your audience, which is your customer, your prospect, whatever you want to call them. And they, who are they? What age are they? What sex are they? What gender? Whatever, what do they do on a daily basis? What do they need? What problems do they experience? What internal problems? What's going on in their emotional state? How do they feel on a daily basis? What is this problem they have doing to them inside? What is the problem that they're having is doing to them outside? How is this resulting in a crisis within their life externally? Maybe they're having bad relationships as a result of this problem. Maybe they feel not very good in social situations, or maybe they feel like they, maybe they've got an external problem where they need to earn money and they're unable to purchase the things that they want to provide for their family. Any of these types of external things are going to be what you're going to want to dig into. And then the philosophical, it shouldn't be this way. You shouldn't have to experience the fear that's associated with that, or the anger that's associated with that, or whatever it is. That's not right. And from there, once you've identified who your audience is and their problems, you just want to write out a draft. This may not be the final result. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be there. Then what you want to do is move on to this next step, which is you as the guide. Who are you? How are you going to, who are you? What do you do? What is your experience? Why should they listen to you? That's what you want to write about. Why should they listen to you? What is it about you that can help them solve that problem? Maybe it's your track record. Maybe it's because you've solved the problem for yourself. Maybe it's because you've solved it for others. And then you've got a plan. What's that plan going to be? How are you going to deliver that plan? And then after that plan, and I'll show you how to deliver that plan in this video, you want to move into what happens. What happens if they succeed? What happens if they apply your plan? What happens if they go ahead and they take a jump and work with you as their guide? What happens? What happens if they don't? What are they in for if they fail at that? Now, the plan is what we're going to focus on today. You're an author, you've got a book. That can fit into this plan within the StoryBrand framework. And I would recommend reading StoryBrand, but from this video, you've got enough information as it is. I went into a little bit deeper than I thought I would. You've got enough information to start creating this plan. So your plan that you're creating is for your audience based on the book that you already have. And the way that you package that plan out these days, the way that you advertise and sell that plan is through a group. Not a Facebook group, but a community group, okay? A community group. We'll call it that because that's the software we're building, which basically replaces any need for any other software, okay? I'm not exaggerating. You can go down below, you can find out more about it. Let's just call it a community group. Basically, what a community group has is it has a community, which is the first part of it. It has courses and it has events. That's it. Let's just think of it as this basic thing. Community, courses, and events are inside of it. So it's a program and a way that you can connect with your audience through your information in a new and unique way. You've got a book, you've got your content. First thing to do, get a group, start populating that group with a bit of information about you, about your journey, about your story, about what was in your book, what you've published. Maybe you want to publish some of the information, some of the quotes from that. You want to publish it within your group. And then after that, you don't need to create a course yet. You don't need to do anything like that. You just put a bit of information on there. Then what we're doing is we're then going to start matching that content that we have, matching what we've already written with our audience. And the way that we do that is we write, okay? We write different titles, we write different headlines, we write different subjects for social media, and we start advertising our group through our content that we're posting from our book and through the knowledge we already have. We're going out there and we're advertising, essentially. But we're posting content that is interesting for people. We're gathering followers. We're building a following. We're getting our message dialed in. You want to populate all your profiles so they all lead back to this group. So anyone who loves the content that you're publishing, anyone who's really feeling attached and wants to connect with you more, knows how they can connect with you more. Remove your website. You don't need that. Everything else, remove it. Just have a link to this group. Send people to this group. When people jump into the group, communicate with them, talk to them. Hey, why did they join? How did they join? What post was impressive? What do they want from this group? What are they seeking? What do they need help with? Find as much information about them as possible. And as you find out more information about them, start to rewrite your book, not rewrite it, but start to repackage it into different lessons. You can go to the index. This is the fastest way to do it. Just go to the index like this. I don't think you can see this on the camera, but it's got an index and there's like 13 different chapters here. You'll have chapters in your book, and every chapter of your book, you just basically want to create a lesson for it. And based on the knowledge that you have of what audience is coming in, you may adjust some of these, but deliver it in video format. Video format's easy. If you know your content well enough to write a book, you'll be able to deliver it in a video. So deliver it as a video. And as you find that people want more from your community, as you find that people want more information or where there's kind of spaces in their knowledge that they need filled in, create a new video about it. Update it to your course. Have it available within your group. Run events. Ask questions of people. Say, hey, what do you need help with? Where are you struggling? Where is there resistance at the moment in the strategy that you're applying based on the information that I've shared here? Where's the resistance? Where are you feeling resistance? Tell me. And then help them through that resistance through delivering that information. That's how to repurpose your content from a book in an effective way that not only ends up getting results for people, but also ends up with you getting a lot more information about your audience and having the ability then to rewrite your book into maybe potentially in the future a much more valuable piece of content and information, then re-release it based on this new model you've been applying, which is now available to us because of the new technology that's come out in 2024. Community being a piece of that. So if you've enjoyed this, I hope you have. You can continue to repeat this process as many times as you like for however many books that you have. However, I recommend just doing it with one group. I don't recommend doing anything else. You just need one group. Follow this process that I've gone in. Connect through community, connect through chat, then publish courses based on the information you have in your book and based on the information people are sharing with you in the community, based on what people want. Run live events for Q&A to have connection again, to connect with your audience because that's what they want. And go out over social media and keep repeating that posting. Keep getting people into your group. Keep connecting with those people in a new, unique way. refine your message based on the information that you're learning from those that are connecting with you in your community. This is how to monetize your business as an author and to greatly improve the amount of money you can produce from the book that you've written in 2024 in an interactive way that starts with, first of all, connection and results. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like this content, then subscribe for more. I enjoy doing these videos. We've got a software, obviously a community that I talked about in this video. So I'll mention again down below, you can find out how to get a 60-day free trial to it. You don't have to pay anything for 60 days. The reason is that we first of all believe in getting you results. We want to get you results because if you get results, then you're going to stay with the software, obviously. And that's our major focus at the moment. We want to get you results. So if I can help in any way, feel free to reach out to me. You can join our community, a community group where you can ask questions about the content on these videos as well. And yeah, I look forward to talking with you again soon. Have a great day. See you later.